Hello everyone, Adam Brooks here with the SpellCast, wishing you a happy Monday morning. This is our surprise holiday special, so surprise! We've had a pretty busy last couple of months, and we're very glad that we found the time to record and edit this for you all to enjoy as you prepare for tomorrow, the 25th of this lovely December, as well as the rest of the holiday season. There will not be an intermission, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of your way, and we'll see you all on the 31st with our regularly scheduled release. Happy holidays to everyone, and bye-bye! This is the SpellCast Holiday Special! Hello everyone, happy holidays!
Happy holiday!
Eggnog!
Everybody's so excited.
Yes.
Happy Halloween!
I love it. Exactly, there we go.
Happy Halloween,
It's
yes.
Easter!
Happy
Arbor
Boxing
Day.
Day! Happy Boxing Day, also. To my players, happy holidays, and also, welcome to Sigil.
To
The city of Sigil. Yes.
Love it.
City of Sigil.
I feel very underdressed.
The city of Sigil is the city of doors, the city at the center of the multiverse. It is the grand hub in the great wheel cosmology, as it were.
Nice.
Imagine, if you will, a tire laying on its side. And the city was all along the walls of the inside of the tire. You could literally, you look up and see the other side of the city. The gravity pulls you to the side, so you're never going to fall down. If you look over the sides of this
So you're
torus,
like walking around like this.
yeah,
pretty much.
you're basically walking around the inside of a ring.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The city of Sigil is ruled by one person, it's debatable whether or not they're a person, a god, a power, or three giant squirrels in a headdress with a circlet of telecommunication. It is ruled by the Lady of Pain. The Lady of Pain is a inscrutable being, but that's not super important for this game right now.
Just essentially it's a town that like kind of looks like it has centrifugal force.
Yes. Essentially, it rotates around this peak that has its own orb of light, like a sun sitting on top of it, and the peak and the valley is infinitely long on all sides. It's weird.
Can I add some
Yeah,
flavor?
sure, go ahead.
So, naturally, there's no, like, raw materials to build with, right? You can't dig into this torus. So, all the buildings are essentially, the materials have come from elsewhere. Entire buildings, sometimes stone by stone, have been moved from other planes of existence into Sigil. There are very few, like, original buildings. But so you'll get these weird mishmashes of Gothic architecture right next to old, like, Paleolithic stone huts and stuff like that.
It is a mix and match and mishmash of cultures.
That sounds awesome.
Different planes. You will walk into a coffee shop and find angels chatting with devils and debating over their job. And you won't find much hostility, open hostility between any two opposing factions because of possible retribution from the Lady of Pain or her servants. At any point, you could find yourself chatting, and if you get into an argument or break out and break the laws, the inscrutable laws that she has laid down, some of them are not so inscrutable, you will find yourself in an infinite maze of infinite horror, and you may or may not find your way out, and you may or may not lose your mind when you do, if you do. The only one law, I guess, is that there is no, aside from, like, don't fight people, is you can't openly worship any powers or try to invoke the names of any powers within the city. Because
so you can't solicit.
Yes, because the Lady of Pain doesn't even allow worship of herself. She allows no worship of any gods or anything. So it's essentially a godless town. Cool. You can, like, secretly believe in your head that, like, Tyr exists, and I worship Tyr, but you can't proselytize or anything. So there's no religious buildings There are abandoned and empty religious buildings that are now being used for other things. But you won't find any active temples. You might find underground ones if they're lucky. But y'all also don't have to worry about much of that because you work in a special department that was formed by the Lady of Pain herself.
Oh boy.
And you are a special group of agents working in this department. This is the Sentinels of the Prime.
They work for Ramsey.
You essentially, yes, Ramsey D. Kane, as you so rightly known, is actually standing in front of you, in front of a very large chalkboard, and he has outlined, just drawn weird stick figures, trying to brief you on this mission that you are going to go on. And he looks out at the 5 of you sitting in your little classroom desks, as it were, of various different designs. You don't fit.
I'm standing in the back.
That's fine. And what does he
I'm
see?
sitting back, and my feet are like up on the crossed up on the desk.
Oh, you're that kid.
So what does Ramsey see? And then I'll describe Ramsey to you all.
Okay, so I'm sitting. I have my legs up on the desk there. So I look human, but I'm incredibly stark white pale. I have these kind of ugly black veins that kind of stretch out from my shirt up my neck and then out my wrists. I currently have a tricorn hat that's pulled down over my face like I'm sleeping, and I'm wearing a great coat from Enlightenment period, and maybe some fluffy sleeves puffing out from underneath the coat, and they're just kind of steepled in front of me as I'm not snoring but sleeping.
Fantastic. And for the audience, Mike, who are you playing?
My character's name is Dacian, and he is
With a C or an S?
With a C.
Thank you.
And he is... So I'm playing him as a half vampire, but he's using the vampires from Plane Shift Ixalan.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah.
Sweet. And that's a ranger, correct?
Yes, he is a ranger. Monster Slayer ranger.
Yes, and we are all playing 3rd level characters here. Gerald, please describe for us your character, who Ramsey sees, and who he is.
So, he's looking at me, and I'm sitting with my leg up like that. No. So,
There's no respect in this classroom.
so just cleaning myself.
Yeah.
No, so
No
he looks
vermin in here.
and sees a black panther in black leather, sitting up like a sharp cat would be sitting. If this was the desk, he'd be sitting like this, like that.
Yes.
Tail wrapped, how it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Wearing black leather, just eyes closed, listening, not napping, just listening to how everything's going. If he looks at the attendance list, he'll see Felix Noir is my name. I am a rogue swashbuckler who happened to be a bounty hunter and is a tabaxi, Black Panther, actually.
Wonderful. Sam, what does Ramsey see? As he turns around to glance back to see that you're paying attention to his literal stick figures on the board. And he'll explain those in a second.
He's seeing a very uptight Triton with her hair pulled back ever so slightly in a nice uniform pressed. Perfect.
Nice.
Brilliant.
My character's name is Phō Kinsea.
We can just call you Phō?
Phō Kinsea.
Merry Christmas! Happy holidays! Well played,
Yes.
well played.
Thank you.
Indeed, well played.
Thank you.
And
I'm a lawful neutral, and I am a rogue mastermind.
fantastic.
Lawful neutral.
Yeah, woo!
All right, Pierre, who are you playing?
This is Kari. She a bird. I was on the fence between what the hell is a blonde bird even?
An ostrich.
Thanks.
Big bird!
Oh my god. She's got mottled brown. She's a brunette bird. Birds are 5 feet ish, right? They're not that big. They're not that strong. They don't live very long.
Mm-hmm.
She a bird.
Wow.
But so Kari's sitting there. It's literally a kindergarten desk, right?
Yes,
It's like
yeah,
metal
yeah.
chair with
Yeah.
the thing, and it folds up and it folds down, and
Yes.
she is perched on the back.
Okay, fair. You're trying to keep your balance. It is kind of weighted a little bit. It's like rocking a little bit forth.
She's got it.
She's got it.
Every
She's got
once in
it.
a while.
She's got it. She got it.
She got it. She got it.
She's got her like viol out,
Mhm.
and she's not playing it, but
Mhm.
she's like fingering the practicing
Practice.
stuff, but she's not making sound.
Right.
Yeah, she a bird.
Did you say what type of bird bard she was?
Oh, right. She's a bard from the College of Glamour.
Wonderful. And Kelsey, who are you playing today?
Question. In Sigil, are there insects?
There would be 3 creen, which are like weird ant insect people, and also I guess some pests would
Like
come
flying
over.
insects?
Yeah, like little flies and
Okay.
gnats. So they would cross over.
Cool. So I'm
something.
standing in the back of the room and I'm like kind of ducking a little bit because I'm too big for this room.
Mhm.
And I've been distracted by a fly and I'm not paying attention to anything that's happening.
Fair.
And I'm just like every once in a while just swat. Like try to get the fly.
Every time you try to
swat?
yeah. Every time you try to swat the fly, Rams is like, yeah. What do you? Is that a question? Oh, never mind.
My huh?
Never mind. All right.
Dang, arms are so long.
Arms so long, can't miss you.
Wondering how you're missing the fly.
Goddamn.
I have horrible depth perception.
Lead with the wrist, not with the elbow. Oh, never
Oh, I
mind.
can't tell which one's the fucking elbow. Which
I love
one's
it.
She's got like 5 elbows.
Yeah, right.
So, who is your character?
Okay,
What does she
so
look like?
my name is Cupcake, and I am a bugbear, barbarian, berserker, buccaneer. I almost said swashbuckler. That wasn't right.
Buccaneer. Buccaneer.
I've only been on land for a year, and I still kind of sometimes I just sway. Sometimes like I'm on a boat,
Woohoo.
and nobody knows what I'm doing.
When you were born at sea.
I don't remember anything of my past. I only remembered the sea. So maybe.
So, you 5 are part of a special team within the Sentinels of the Prime that specifically deals with the other planes. You don't particularly have any patron gods, as it were. You were basically recruited from whatever plane you come from reside on, just as like other agents, as it were. And your expertise is in infiltration, rescue, intelligence gathering, as it were, roughing up some people sometimes, if need be. Yeah, you are like the shock troops of the Sentinels of the Prime, going wherever need to be. And Ramsey D. Kane, who is your commanding officer and also the director of the Sentinels of the Prime, is standing at this chalkboard trying to brief you on your mission. He is a grizzled man in his mid-50s. Hair stark gray, a scruff around his beard. He doesn't really shave very often. When he does, he just lets it grow out for a little bit because he's just so busy he doesn't have any fucking time. He is a ranger. He has on his back a blunderbuss sort of strapped ready at the action, and he does have an eye patch, and he is just standing there, just one hand on his hip. I would say he's about in the range of like 6'3", and he's just drawing on the chalkboard. He's not a very good artist, so all of his drawings are stick figures, and they're holding like bows and they're like shooting little arrows towards this huge ass fucking fort structure, and they seem to be fighting these weird creatures that have long ears and whatnot, and it's just a battle scene up there. And he turns around to you, and he finally addresses after finishing his drawing. He's like, all right, team, now listen up. We have heard reports of a disturbance on the plane of Frost. Now you, as our special infiltration and rescue team operatives, will be going in to rescue codename Big Red. There's one hitch. He has been captured by some, as would describe it, an abominable snowman. Your job, should you choose to accept it, and you kind of have to, because that's where the plot's going, so just letting you know, you're going to drop in to the field. It's going to be a heavy, high combat situation, so it will be a hot drop, and we'll go from there. We will provide you with an armored personnel carrier, a PEC, and that's going to be kind of it. I mean, I don't really have that much information. It's kind of just hot drop in, go in, rescue Big Red. Intelligence kind of weak on this one. Any questions?
I swat a fly.
Yeah. Cupcake.
Huh?
No, do you have a question?
What question?
That's a good question.
Thumbs up.
I mean, this is standard bread and butter for you folks, so I mean, I'm sure you got it no matter what comes your way.
Yes, a few questions.
Yes, folks. Yes, Miss Kinsea.
You guys have to oversee. What does this Big Red look like?
Well, generally speaking, he seems to be a rather portly fella, in most descriptions. Wears red all the time, why we call him Big Red. He does have multiple magic items, which we would like to secure and make sure it doesn't fall into enemy hands, or especially hands of this Yeti. Further information, I guess I should mention, he is somehow in control of an army of ice goblins. They are in combat right now with Big Red's own forces. Part of the mission, I guess, would be to aid in that front to minimize the gnomish casualties on our friendly side.
He has an army of gnomes.
Yes. And our intelligence says they're also tinkerers, so who knows?
I tap him with my tail.
They kind of lift up the tricorn just a little bit and look at you. I've got like smoky quartz sunglasses, round ones.
What are you, Rad Chad?
I have sunlight vulnerability. Give me a break.
I have sunlight vulnerability.
It's a condition, Mom. Not a phase.
It's a lifestyle.
Or a death style, or an undeath style.
An undead style.
Alright, I raise my hand.
Yes, Mr. Noir.
So, how far...
That is not the voice. Is that the voice? Fucking goddamn it. Okay, continue.
So, how far is this drop-off?
You asked for this. You asked for this.
Well, our research team has triangulated the best feasible landing position that wouldn't endanger the structural integrity of the fortress or our friendly troops. I'd say quarter of a click from the fortress near the backline of friendly forces. That way you can push through any sort of obstacles.
Is there any other information that we need to know?
Do your best to extract Big Red with minimal injuries to himself, if you could. 'Tis the season for him to be not having a missing arm or a leg or something. Let's not have a repeat of what happened in Gehenna.
This was not my fault.
Yes. It was the Yugolov's fault. Oh no, the Yugolov.
Damn straight. So no marching orders, no plan?
Except for Santa.
I mean, you guys kind of do a lot of improv anyway. I've tried these briefings before where I kind of give you a
Yes, and that is how we get Gehenna.
Yes, that's how we get Gehenna.
Okay, as long as you want Gehenna, that's fine.
Just don't hurt the man in the red suit, alright? That's all I ask for, please. I'm already trying to fill out
What if
enough.
we hurt the man in the red suit, though?
Then I have to fill out a lot of paperwork, and god damn it, I write slow.
I know, every week with my paycheck.
Kari is now polishing and filing her talons. Have you had a long day, Ramsey?
Look, I'm having to deal with some snaky bastards in another room. One's missing a fang. Yeah, I've had a pretty damn rough day.
Make sure to take some time for yourself, okay?
Yes, I will. I'll have my eggnog and whatnot.
What is this that you speak of?
We'll give you a to-go cup, damn it. Let's go.
It
You all
comes,
get
in
one?
Yes, everyone gets a to-go cup.
it comes in a cup?
Alright. A little undignified and a little,
No, Kari just doesn't know. Kari's 5,
Casual.
people.
Okay.
Oh, God.
She's 5 years old.
Jesus Christ. Okay. He walks you out of the briefing room, and you're walking down this hallway. And while the Lady of Pain doesn't allow the active worship of gods and such, there is some leniency that has been perceived to be allowed to.
Perceived to be allowed?
Nobody's gotten, like, ripped apart yet.
Yes, perceived to be allowed to the Sentinels of the Prime, at least. In that, while they have their patrons, they don't actively worship the gods. They have been able to celebrate certain holidays without being ripped apart.
How much of Sigil is the Sentinels?
I would say you have your own little building with extra dimensional spaces inside, obviously.
Okay.
Because it's the city of doors. You walk down this hallway. This hallway is, I guess, stark white for the most part with tile floor. It's pretty marbled. I would say marble walls, marble ceiling, marble tile floor.
Always so bright in here.
Oh, that's why we gave you the standard issue sunglasses.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Those were standard?
Yeah, fashion.
Along the walls, you can see that Ramsey has somewhat unevenly tried to decorate for the holidays that he celebrates, which he doesn't really talk about. But there are a few people around here that celebrate some form of what we would have an equivalent to Yule. So there is some garland and some
I fucking love you.
wreaths and whatnot decking the halls. And he takes you to a room, knocks on the door. It slides open, like it breaks in half and slides open and goes zoop. Inside you can see this room with like a bunch of weird ass equipment. Some of it looks like it's steampunk, some of it looks medieval, some of it looks weird techno babble futury weird sci-fi stuff that a lot of you don't understand based on where you're from within the planes. But it's just a room full of fucking magical items, magic equipment and whatnot. And you can hear a young lady in a lab coat with a hat scribbling notes and like checking off like a little checklist on like a little clipboard. Ramsey deepens his voice again and goes, "Ma'am, I need some people to explain what the APEC does." And the figure turns around, and standing before you is your head of the R&D department, Pam Spelzing, who was recently recruited.
Bitch!
Recently recruited for her expert intelligence in the magical and arcane arts.
She lives! He's alive!
That's wonderful. She must have excelled in the academy.
Yeah.
I was half of my class.
Pam walks you all over down some corridors where you just have to avoid some sharp objects. It's not well organized yet. She's in the middle of like cataloging things, but walks you back to this construct on this little raised dais. And at first you think it's like a huge ass wolf that's ready to pounce on you, but it's not. It seems to be this construct wolf that has 4 sturdy legs, seems to be made of this I guess attempt at adamantine, but it's not adamantine, it's some sort of high carbon steel. It seems to have seats behind the head and in various side seats where it can hang off. And on the back it has a weird kind of gun. You recognize Dacian, like an interesting gun that has like a belt of rounds coming out of it from one side.
That is ingenious.
Yeah, it's a repeating fire. So yeah, we're working on getting you something like that soon. It's some weird advanced clockwork technique we're working on.
I am hoping this is faster than your writing.
Yes, it is guaranteed. Trust me, I saw this baby in action. And look, the Sentinels of the Prime, we ride the biggest, baddest, fastest, meanest things in the battle.
Cupcake is using her long arm and like about to touch it.
No, don't touch it, Cupcake. Don't. It's very fragile. Here, touch this thing instead. It's not so fragile. And he hands you like a little glass orb that when you shake it, it looks like it's snowing inside.
I am transfixed completely and just sit down on the floor with
There
it.
you go. Perfect.
I love Cupcake.
Cupcake is great.
What does this thing look like again?
It looks like a giant dire wolf.
Okay.
Oh, holy shit.
And it is the APEC predator.
Yep.
We have a special container to drop this in. However, we will be dropping it in separately from you, and that is our gift to you for this mission. Try to take care of it, bring it back in one piece. So, Ramsey leads you down another hallway, turns, opens up another slidey door, and you can see that it's a lot of pipe work. There's a metal catwalk going over. You can't really see down. There's pipes running all underneath it. And along the walls, there are these little rooms, as it were, like one-person rooms. And there are doors that are just flanged up, kind of like butterfly doors. All right, I need all of y'all to get in one of these.
I choose the middle.
All right, choose the middle one. There's enough for everyone. There's like rows and rows and rows of them. Do you each all get into a little single room?
This feels very much like a coffin.
Well, I mean, let's hope it doesn't turn into one.
I still have the snow globe.
Yes, you still have the snow globe. That's
I'm
fine.
just holding it like this.
Again with these dreadful boxes, and you're absolutely sure I cannot just fly down myself?
Well, there are certain portal magics that we have to work the kinks out of. And you look over, and then there's like a minotaur that is walking down the hallway. And it's one of your co-workers, and he's on a separate team, but one of his horns is like flipped upside down. And one of his arms is all bull now, and the other one is just human. So he's having trouble, like, carrying his briefcase. And he looks in, and he squints at Ramsey, and he walks past.
Oh, Eugene. Oh, I remember now.
Look. He's enjoying his desk job and his workers' comp pay until we can get him fixed, okay?
I'm sure he'd enjoy the normal use of that one very specific arm.
No comment. That is inappropriate, and I might have to report you to HR for that.
I only talked about the specific arm. I don't know what you...
Yeah, get in the box. Get in your box. As you
Why
all...
have I never been a part?
I don't know why you should have been a part.
I honestly wondered why you've never been one. I'm like, that's Pierre.
So you all get in the box, and a little closet with the pink tie and the little pink glasses jumps in. He's carrying a tray of eggnog in little paper cups with little paper lids on them.
I won't take such a low-class form of drink. Bye.
All right, so the closet goes to each of you and presents you with your little to-go cup of eggnog, should you so choose.
I crush it too hard and let it go low.
It spills. Your eggnog spills all inside
And I
of.
just lick my fur instead.
Okay.
I take it, shake it. Ramsey?
Yep.
No one has yet explained to me what this is.
It's like a magical, delicious drink. It's like milk, but it's flavored milk. Different
Gee, was that
spices.
so hard?
All right.
Wait a second, he said milk?
Yeah. The closet hops over and presents you with the cup.
I open up the lid and I just sniff it and I automatically
Just lap it up with your tongue.
starts licking it up.
Dacian, you want any?
No, I never drink festive beverages.
I'll take it.
Hold on.
God
Wait.
damn it, that was a fucking reference.
Wait, hold on.
I love you.
This container, will it survive the landing?
You all are in the thing, right? Well, I mean, that depends. I mean, not much you can do, but the flak might mess you up. So everyone have a good time, and he pulls a lever and all of your doors shut. And instantly, without any warning, you feel the inertia of being dropped in an elevator shaft.
Oh my god. No!
And there is a little portal
100% nope.
in front of you that you can see out, and you can see that you have left this, you've fallen from the bottom of the city, and you are falling at a very fast rate. You can hear I guess it would be some form of atmosphere outside of the city for a little bit. You hear the air rushing past you and just getting faster and faster and faster as you flow towards a portal, and it sucks you in. It opens up. It's this icy blue sapphire ovular portal. All 5 of your little pods, your little drop pods, shoot right through. And it's open, clear blue sky. For a minute or two, it's peaceful.
I drink the thing. I drink the thing right now.
As soon as you put it,
Elevator music.
in fact, there is a little intercom above you that plays, dun, 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 and then,
Dun, 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 dun.
without warning, there's an explosion of black smoke in front of your window, Kari. Just an explosion of black smoke, and you feel a little turbulence, and you spill some of the eggnog.
These dreadful boxes.
Is there a communication system between these?
Yes, there is.
I think we have been detected.
As soon as you say that, more explosions start rocking each of your pods. In fact, one of you gets hit, and you can your pod just swings a little bit and starts rotating.
Wait, that.
Yes,
yeah,
Felix. Felix, your pod gets blasted a little bit, and it starts rotating slowly, very slowly, end over end.
Point of order.
Yeah.
Are any of us buckled in?
We weren't told. We didn't know.
I know, the seatbelt doesn't even get past.
I'm buckled in.
There is a 5
glass with your.
I still have my snow globe, and I'm not even aware of what's going on. I'm just shaking it.
There is a 5-point harness system that you can try to attach.
Cupcake.
It got to here.
Cupcake. Cupcake. How are you doing, my dear?
Somebody wake up, Phō.
Felix, as you slowly rotate from the turbulence, you can look below you, and you can see that there are these giant catapults that are just launching things in the air at you. They look like huge-ass snowballs. And then as the snow flies away, you can see they are black and round and have fuses coming out of them, and they are reaching up towards your pods, and they are exploding.
As a giant cat in a box seeing all of this, I'm not having a good time.
Your fur is just on end.
Bouncing
Who's
around.
on it? Looking
The tail
around
all
like...
pushy.
You can also see lines in this snow, in this chasm cut in a glacier. You can see this icy beach as waves of ice and little icebergs sort of lap up against this shoreline, as it were. You can see two masses moving and undulating against one another.
Oh, undulating.
As if two armies were fighting on a front line. You can see lines that look like trenches in this snow. You can make out near the end of this chasm, this cut in this glacier, this huge ice-like shape, like an ice castle, just jutting out of the raw ground.
What's the light situation?
It's daylight.
And we can make out all this detail.
You can make out
Snow.
all this detail, yeah.
He's gonna have a problem.
Yep.
Whoop.
So, seeing all this, I exclaim, followed by... Wait for it. That's what they're hearing.
But it seems that very soon Schrödinger will get the answer to his question.
Not a few minutes, not even a minute later, you hear this alarm, and there's this flashing red light above a not flashing orange light, and then a not flashing green light. Near red it says not ready, near the orange light it says get ready, and then near the green light, which instantly flashes the moment you notice it, it says pull the lever now. And to your right, to each of your right, there is a lever, a big handled lever, just ready at your arm's length.
As soon as it goes green, crank it.
Crank it.
I pull it off.
Yeah, you break it.
Hold on.
Wait, am I okay if I do that? Am I dead?
We'll see.
Okay. Just hold it up.
It's perfect though.
10 seconds after it goes green, I pull the lever.
Okay.
Following suit, for me, at this point, it's kind of upside down, so I swat at the lever,
Yes.
which is above me.
Yes.
Because I never strapped it.
Yes, you swat at the lever. Okay, you're able to get it with the tip, and it pulls a little bit, and you hear something try to engage. You're gonna have to try again. Phō, do you pull the lever?
Of course I pulled the lever.
Okay, wonderful.
I think I'm the only one without problems pulling it.
So Dacian, Cupcake, and Phō, you all feel the air brakes engage on your pod, and then you guys instantly feel yourselves being pulled towards the bottom into your seat, and you both see dropping past you the now twirling pod of Felix and the just dropping like a fucking rock pod of Kari.
Now we see if the cat lands on his feet.
So Kari, 10 seconds later, you also pull your brakes.
I did not cope well with the explosion and everything, so I'm pretty rattled. Yeah.
That's okay. Felix, give me another roll to see if you... Give me a roll. Roll me an acrobatics check since you are, like, twirling, floating around.
There's, like, scratch marks all over the window.
Thank God for that, because I got... Oh God, sorry. We got one of D20s.
He's like, he's going for the lever. He's going for the lever. All of a sudden, his tail's like there's like
16.
He goes for the tail.
God damn it, you again!
Get out of here! I'm trying to do something!
My rival.
You follow me everywhere!
Funniest thing is, like, at first he was like, I swat at it and it doesn't work the first time. It's like, I have -1 in strength.
Oh God.
You like hit it, it doesn't move.
You hit it, it goes back.
So 18.
So yes, you're able to grab the lever and you hug it and then it just backs into an engaged position, and all of a sudden you.
Wait.
No. You feel this air brake shoot out, and all of a sudden, like a pendulum, your pod just sort of rights itself and just swings a little bit. You can see below you.
It's miraculous.
Yes, it's miraculous. The air brakes on
Dwarven construction, man.
Because it should just like
right. Phō and Dacian and Cupcake can now see below that the air brakes are just like these large metal plates. It's like a metal umbrella, as it were, that shoots out and radially affixes itself to be an umbrella. Radially creates the fans, and it just catches you, and it starts to slow you down, kinda. And as you start to reach the bottom, you can see that Felix and Kari's pods, when they reach the bottom, there's like this of fire ejecting from the bottom of them, and they slow down just enough to like kind of pump onto the ground. Not a big crash, but a smack. And yours follows suit.
Phō, what is the survival rate again of these drop pods?
I believe it was 30%.
30%! So one of us is going to die at least, maybe two.
Perhaps. But then again, they're peasants.
Outside now, you can see the back line of this one army of gnomes. They are all dressed in green fatigues with red accents on them as well. A lot of them have crossbows. Some of them are trying to man these toy-like looking catapults, but they seem to mean business. There's little gnomes trying to pack balls of snow tight enough to actually hurt these ice goblins.
They've got like lighter fluid lighting on fire.
Yes. No, that's exactly what's happening. They're trying their damnedest best, but they don't look like they're having a good time. They're defending this ridge of snow in this trench, and they're constantly having to fight off these ice goblins, which just look like their hair is made of icicles, and they have these blue faces and long blue ears, but they're just the same size as these gnomes, and they are armed with these ragamuffin metal shields and swords, not unlike what you would see, the trash you would find a general goblin using. And they are just fighting against this front line. You can see off in the distance this cobbled together steel monstrosity lobbing these bombs out of this cannon looking thing. You can see off to the other side these a row of 3 trebuchets that are lobbing more bombs towards the back line. And in fact, one of them lands right in front of your pod, Cupcake, when you land. And it's just sitting there, just a fuse ticking down in front of the doorway to your pod. What do you do?
It's in my pod, it's in front of my pod.
There is a handle that can open the door to your pod. It's right in front of your pod. It's in front of the pod, not in your pod.
Pod is glass?
Pod is a construction of steel, of metal. There is a little glass porthole, but that's through which you can see this bomb in front of the door.
Is there any way I can break my way out of this pod?
Yeah. Make a strength check to break the door off the hinges.
Now I'm imagining the door just like opening and it's like boom, the bomb.
12.
Okay. As soon as you open the door to your pod, the sounds of battle sort of rush in. You hear gnomes screaming, "Oh God, my arm! Mommy, I want my mommy!" You hear explosions going off. "Where's Big Red? God, we need help!
I just shut the door again. And I take out my music box.
Medic, we need a medic! Oh god, he's losing a lot of blood!
I like turn the music box and the music starts playing.
The bomb goes off.
Am I dead?
No, you're not dead. The door to your pod is impacted and like sort of breaks off the hinges, and your pod falls on its back. You take like 2 bludgeoning damage because you're already like in there, so it just like smushes you a little bit.
I'm already smushed.
Yes. So
I'm 300 pounds.
yes, so it just smushes you a little bit, but your door is now broken off the hinges, so you can hear more of the battle.
Wait,
and
you
explosions.
And then you're like trying to squeeze out. It's like it's all like you're kind of like stuck.
Yeah,
Wait, so how much did it take to?
you took 2 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yeah. You can now hear the further sounds. Oh God, they're here! Oh thank everything! You see this gnome climb over in the side of your pod. It's like, are you okay?
Ah.
Okay, I guess good. Look, we really need. And all of a sudden, you all three, as you open your doors or do whatever you can to get out of your pods, you all start to hear the sounds of this battle. You see out of the sky this huge drop pod. There is this one gnome who's not paying a lot of attention, and he's building a snowman. He seems rattled by all the combat, and he steps back to his Myers work, and all of a sudden the drop pod that contains the apex just slams on top of it. Not the gnome, the snowman.
That's even worse.
Okay.
Aww.
And you can see his little hat has a little bell on it, and his little hat just slumps over as he like droops his head in defeat and walks away.
I go over to the gnome and I pat him on the back, and he flies like 7 feet.
Yeah, he flies like 7 feet. The doors all fall down to the apex, and you can see the wolf standing there, just sort of sitting on his haunches as a construct. It's turned off right now. At this point, you can mount the apex if you want to. You can proceed into battle. There are 3 different points that you can engage in. You can engage in the front lines and help people there. You can engage the cannons and whatnot and help people there. Or you can engage the behemoth that's fucking shit up over on the right flank. So there's left flank, center, and right flank.
The behemoth is the Yeti.
Is the tank. It looks like a weird tank.
We haven't seen the
How
Yeti.
big is it?
Yeah, I would say it's a huge creature. It constitutes a huge creature. It seems to have these, instead not wheels, but weird tracks that it rolls around on.
If I am actually playing with sunlight sensitivity, then I want to get inside that thing.
Fair.
Because that's the only place where I'm going to have not have disadvantage on my rolls.
Fair.
So
cool.
I'm all for that.
Are we literally splitting the party right now? Like,
That's up to you
It's
guys.
possible.
What kind of weaponry does it have?
You can see there is a goblin sort of standing on top of it, shooting like mini little snowballs at gnomes and just knocking them down. And then the tank is trying to roll over them as it marches by, and the gnomes are trying to run
I'll
away.
dash at the tank.
All right,
This is after, of course, hawking up a hairball.
fair enough.
Okay, I'll follow him.
oh, you
Okay.
finally got that out.
Yeah. Whoa.
What do you 3 do?
I'm gonna go towards the ranks.
The ranks, the
Yeah,
front
with
line?
yeah.
Okay, cool. Kari and Phō.
I'll go to the front lines.
Okay, so you're gonna go with Cupcake.
What's the left flank?
The left flank is the artillery.
I'm going there.
So, we're going to do this very narratively. We're not going to do it with initiative unless it really calls for it. How do you 2 handle the tank?
So there's a little thing on top of it, right?
Yeah, there seems to be a little ice goblin in like a gunner position on top, just wearing like a little helmet that looks like a bowl of ice, just
But there's
sitting
no
on top.
there's
of
no
his
like
head.
thing on top of it.
There is a little rotating turret that seems to have like a catapult-shaped spoon flinging apparatus.
Like if I were on top of it, I could reach him.
If you were on top of it, you could reach him. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I'm gonna use I'm gonna dash at it. I'm gonna try and jump and make an acrobatics check to get on top of it.
Okay, you dash at it. You're crossing open ground. The goblin sees you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as he tries to pelt you with a hailstorm of little snow
So
bullets.
while he's doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the carbine and try and give him cover by trying to shoot at the goblin. I'm assuming I have disadvantage. because of the sunlight, so I'm probably just covering fire.
No, that's fair. It's enough to get him to duck down because he wasn't expecting it. So he's not really aiming, but he's just wildly maneuvering this machine gun around. So roll
dex.
with advantage. Roll with advantage.
Oh, for dex, right? For dex.
Yeah, for dexterity. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that's an 18 with the dex.
Mm-hmm.
And an 18 with the dex because I'm not taking that one.
No, don't take that one. Good. Perfect. You are able to dance around as he sort of misses you in wide arcs, and you're able to see them fly. They don't fly. The velocity of these things is not very fast, but it's enough you can just sort of see the line of white. So you're able to jump. You're able to get on top. The ice goblin looks up at you and says, "Uh-oh. Oh, shit."
So yeah, I'm on top of it. It's tiny, right?
Yeah, it's tiny. It's a small creature.
Can I just like shove it out?
Yeah.
It's an athletics check.
Yeah. Make a grapple check. Make a grapple check.
Oh, it's strength based.
Yeah, to rip him out of the thing.
Wait.
Nice.
What's your size?
He's medium. You have advantage on
Medium.
this.
Nice.
It's a small creature.
Nice.
That's literally a 0.
There you go.
And that's an 11.
All right, an 11. Yeah, you're able to rip him just out of the thing, and he's like, let go of me, you fucking kitty cat.
That is perhaps not wise.
And so like as I'm holding it with one hand, I like just backhand it, backhand it, and like send it flying just off of the tank.
He flies off of the tank and into this group of gnomes that have these little tiny wooden hammers that just start just banging on him. And he's like, get off of me! But he's surrounded and can't do anything. You can see actually down into this vehicle. It's a bunch of smoke is coming out of these stacks off of one side and the other, and you can hear this clanking as someone is pulling levers and is like cackling a little bit inside.
Can I fit?
Yeah, you can fit in.
While he's going in, can I like start climbing up the side?
Yes.
Okay.
Is he gonna have a problem with that? Like, or can I like? Should I help?
He'll be fine.
Okay.
It's moving slow enough to get on top of. It's a tight fit, but you can see that there is a little ice goblin staring out of this little porthole, pulling levers, cranking a wheel.
How is it inside?
It's kind of a little bit warm. You can see he's sweating a little bit.
Is it lit up?
It's very dimly lit.
So since I'm black and in a dimly lit area, do I get like stealth on that?
Yeah. He doesn't see you.
Oh, beautiful.
He doesn't see you at all. So describe to us what you want to do or what happens. He has no idea you're there.
So he's just like pulling levers.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like I literally sneak up behind him. I just like get right behind him. I slowly like go over him, and I pretty much just put my claws around his mouth and pull him back.
Hey, who turned off the And so you pull him back, and we all of a sudden see the tank stop. You hear bang, boom, pow inside, and some ice goblins turned around, and some gnomes turned around, and now the tank is motionless. Are you still on top of it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you get inside?
Sure.
Okay, cool. What do you guys do with the tank?
How is there just that one goblin?
It's he's unconscious now.
How big is it?
It's a small creature.
Like how big is a small creature?
I would say about halfling size.
After this, so I'm just like it's not moving, so I'm just like kind of smacking it around to see if it's gonna move.
No. It's unconscious.
It's
Please
not moving.
have some respect for the fallen foe. I'm gonna eat him.
Okay. As a
I just
vampire,
pop fangs and you drink all the blood.
it's cold. It's ice cold blood.
Refreshing.
God damn it! All right.
Feeling better in here?
Did you
Yes,
literally
much
just crack open a cold one?
I did.
Wow. Happy holidays. So what do you guys do? There's a bunch of levers. It seems like it's operable. Operable. Yes.
There you go.
Thank you.
So
Why don't you try and put this thing in reverse?
there's
Like
2
another
levers,
goblin.
right?
Yes, there's like a battalion of goblins using the tank as cover to get closer to the gnomes.
So like, was I like watching enough to like kind of get like a gist of how it works?
Yes.
I just grab the levers, and which way would I make it reverse? So I just pull them straight back? Or?
Yep, you pull them both straight back, full speed, just straight back, and now they're all trying to run away, but its speed is 30, their speed is 25, so you do the math. They're 5 feet of fucked. Yeah,
With the direction of the tank in reverse, which way is it going? Because we were on the right.
The tank is now heading backwards towards the direction of the fort, so if you keep going backwards, you will hit the fort at some point. You'll just back up into the walls. That's what will happen. The front line crew, what are you two doing? There's a trench There's ice goblins involved in melee, hand-to-hand, weapon-to-weapon combat with these gnomes. You can see standing on top of one hill is this one goblin with like a standard. It's an icy blue standard, and on it is painted what seems to be the head of a yeti with like it's just white paint with like dark blue horns and whatnot, and a little face with a frowny face on it.
That's utterly adorable.
Yes, yes.
I shoot him.
Okay, you shoot him. There you go. Roll to hit. Roll to hit.
Wow.
Oh no. Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck! You miss him. It flies through. It hit you. So you get a headshot on the banner. Your bolt flies straight through the center of the forehead of the Yeti banner, but it doesn't do any damage to the ice goblin. But he's like,
Ho! Ho! Whoa! You! Platoon A! Get both of them! They're big people! Get them!
I take out my rapier and I start poking at him.
all right,
I'm like skewering them like a kebab.
making your way to the lead ice goblin. Cupcake, what are you doing?
My rage.
Good. You rage. Rage.
Rage.
There you go.
I carefully have put the snowball in my pack next to my music box and make sure it's nice and safe. And then I take out my maul, and now I'm swinging.
Okay. They are afraid of you. As soon as you rage, you let out this beastly roar, and all the gnomes and all the ice goblins just stop in their tracks.
Wait, let me do it. Let me do it.
Yeah, okay. They stop in their tracks. And they look at you and roll me an attack roll. Just make an attack roll. I just want to see how this is going to look.
It'll be a 20.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Damn. Unnatural 20. Your maul. Remember Lord of the Rings? The opening part where Sauron just fucking plows through, and you see just people flying up everywhere. It's like that. And you just see ice goblins flying back. And you plow away directly to the lead goblin, and Phō, you're just able to just run up underneath the maul in one of the swings and just daintily right through the nose into the head of the lead goblin, and he's just skewered on the top of your rapier right now.
That only counts as one.
Cool. So you guys have finished that. Kari,
Hi.
you're currently hidden behind this bank of snow. And you can peek your little bird head over the bank, and you can see that there are 3 artillery pieces, trebuchets, that are just lobbing these bombs. There's a crew of 2 per each trebuchet. One little ice goblin is basically carrying the bombs, but in granny style, as if you were going to make a granny shot in basketball, and loading them up into this cup. He then lights it, and this one the other little ice goblin, pulls the lever to fling it off. And they repeat the process as the ice goblin who is at the trigger cranks back the flinging arm.
And there are 3?
There are 3 of them, and they're firing in somewhat synchronicity. Some synchronicity.
How tall are these?
I would say they're 3'5", maybe 4 feet sometimes, the tallest.
I disguise self.
Okay.
With disguise self, I can make myself appear up to 1 foot taller or shorter.
Tall as coffee.
4'11".
Yay!
And,
You make yourself look like a zombie.
yes. I make myself look like one of these.
Okay, yeah. So some of your feathers transform into spiky, icy hair, icicle hair. You grow ears, and they begin to be long and blue, and you have this nice blue face, and you have now rows of teeth that appear to be mini icicles in of themselves. And now you look like a little ice goblin.
Okay, I walk over to one of the crews.
They're busy loading.
I haven't heard any of them talk.
They seem to be speaking common.
Okay.
Hey, buddies? Buddies!
The one rationing the flinging arm sort of looks at you as he jumps up to grab another notch and, like, pulls himself back down. Yeah, what do you want?
They sent me down from up
The fortification or whatever.
The ice castle?
Yeah, they sent me down to relieve one of you, but I don't know who.
You don't know who? What do you mean you don't know who?
They just sent me down.
What do you mean? Did you get the paperwork? Did you get, like, a writ?
Listen, they just told me to make sure one of you goes on a break.
Well, look, I had my break 5 minutes ago, so I mean, it wouldn't be me. Bob here. Bob, how you doing? I'm doing all right, Brad. Okay, so he's fine.
All right, I'll check on the others. And I go to the
Okay,
next
cool.
one.
Okay, the other team seems to be having an issue. One of the goblins drops one of the bombs, and it starts to roll away, and he's chasing after it. He chases it behind a snowbank.
I go. I cast stab.
Wait, what?
The focus for this particular spell is a dagger.
Okay.
And I put it in him and then cast the spell stab, which
Roll
is
to attack. And
attack based on your dex, right?
yeah,
Also, he would be surprised by this, so
Yeah.
advantage.
yeah. Plus like 5.
So 24. You successfully cast stab. He fails
It's a
his
bard spell.
Yeah, he fails his not die saving throw, and you hear, and he falls forward.
Okay, so I bring the ball back.
All right, yeah. You're carrying this bomb. It's like a cartoonish looking bomb. It's just big, round with a fuse on it.
We're in plain view of like the others.
Yeah,
Right.
you can sort of look over and see the other things going on. It's not a large battlefield. It's a battlefield. It would be a large battlefield if you were the size of these creatures, but it's like a medium battlefield.
But like, does it appear that the individual crews are paying attention to each other?
No, they seem to be locked into what they're doing. Some of them are trying to get ranges. The other ones are trying to not drop the bombs. They're not paying attention, really.
Okay, so I come back with the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in the thing.
Hey, don't drop it next time. These things are fragile.
I'm sorry, it's so cold and my fingers.
Roll deception.
I'm good at that. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that.
Because you're an ice goblin complaining about the cold.
Nope.
Wait a minute. You're an ice goblin. Ice goblins aren't supposed to be...
I cast a stab.
Roll to attack.
I can explain.
Roll to attack.
Let me explain.
Roll to attack. Oh
18.
God damn it. Yeah.
Pile on him behind the trade machines.
You stab him. He's significantly hurt. He drops his tinderbox, and on the way down, it hits the ground and it sparks. And one of the sparks flicks and catches the fuse of the bomb in between both of you, and the fuse starts burning away right next to the big fuck off other pile of bombs.
So I fly away.
That's like,
Like he can roll to see if he sees through the illusion, but that only really breaks it for him.
He's trying to deal with the fact that he got stabbed by a flying ice goblin with a bomb in front of him, so he can't really make any judgment calls as to what's more important. As you fly away, you can look down and you see the ice goblin's holding his wound. He tries to pick up the one bomb. The flinging arm is already ratcheted into position.
I shoot him.
He gets hit. He gets hit again. Yeah, sure. He gets hit again. It hits him in the leg. He just ignores it because he's trying not to die right now and explode. He grabs the bomb. He puts it into the machine.
Has it been 6 seconds?
It's rolling. Yes. It has been.
I shoot him again.
He's barely hanging on. He gets
How much health does this fucker have?
Plot armor.
Wait for
His
it.
AC is plot.
He gets to the lever. He reaches up and he grips around it. And he's like, I'm safe. And he starts to pull and the bomb explodes. And all the other bombs explode. And all of you can see like tiny mushroom clouds. 1, 2, 3. As Kari flies towards you.
Is that the flying goblin?
Well, you see a few flying goblins, so you can't really tell which one's which. As all of the artillery just explodes in bits and pieces. There's a cheer that comes up from the gnomes on that side as they push through. In fact, all of the gnomes seem to be able to push through. You guys are behind the enemy lines. The ice goblins are still putting up a fight, but all of you are now in view of the fortress that lies in front of you. Big glacial doors, ramparts. There are some ice goblins up top firing down with little crossbows at other people.
How big, like how tall are the walls?
The walls are probably 50 feet high.
And how big is the juggernaut thing?
The juggernaut thing, I would say it could top out about 10 feet tall.
Okay, so it's not tall enough, nearly enough for us.
No, but you do have a catapult, a trebuchet cannon thing, and you do have a couple of bombs left.
And somebody with a climbing speed.
Somebody with a climbing speed, indeed.
With cat claws, I have a 20-foot climbing speed.
Nice. Mm-hmm. So you could be from the top of the juggernaut. It would take you 2 rounds to get to the top of. And you said there's a trebuchet on the juggernaut.
Yeah, and all 5 of you have now sort of through your own ways gotten close to one another.
I fly in.
Stop.
Was that you with the big booms?
In a manner of speaking.
Nice. Let's like get everyone together and figure out how we're gonna get inside. Do we want to meet outside or get everyone inside the juggernaut?
Is there anywhere we can see inside of it? Or?
You can't see inside of it. Though the walls are made of ice, it is opaque. It's not clear.
I will just fly over to it and start poking around.
Yeah, sure. You have to deal with some of the ice goblins up top.
I'll give them some cover.
Yeah, there you go. You deal with the little archers. There seem to be some like little doorways up top, like where you can go deeper inside if you so chose.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Funny enough, it's just one big open chamber. There isn't really many rooms to it. It's just one big circular chamber with what looks like a den in the middle. There's a big bear rug, a high back chair made out of ice in the middle. What looks like an icy box sitting on an icy table. It looks like it's decoration, but it's directly in front of the chair for some reason. And maybe an orb of scrying sits in there and projects various images onto a sheet of ice in the box.
And is someone there using it?
There appears to be no one there using it.
And that's it. It's just a big chamber.
You can see along the walls, there is this little raised platform, I'd say about 15 feet up, with these tracks that are laid along the outside, the rim of this little shelf.
I go back outside.
Okay.
Anyone here have rope?
Yes.
I
We have silk rope.
It's so gross.
do. I do. I have 50 feet of silk rope.
Okay, so can one of you two take the rope, secure it on the top so the rest of us can...
I'll carry it up there.
And then...
Get up there 2.5 times as fast.
So both of you get up there and are able to secure the rope to one of these icy parapets.
Just
Able to climb up.
Just don't let me hold it.
No.
Will it support my weight?
Yes, it will. It's
Okay.
silk rope. It's actually very strong.
Okay.
We'll all scamper up.
Yeah.
You know, the ones who are up top can help guard, against any goblins up top, and we can shoot like while you're going up, and then Phō can go up, and then I'll go up after.
Cool. I think that'll work. You guys make it to the top of the ramparts of this fortress. You can see the little entranceway that Kari described going down into the main and only real chamber, it seems.
Yep. Yeah.
It's very linear level design.
I'm not an architect. What do you want from me? Damn it, Jim.
You all proceed down into this main chamber, where there is a stairway that goes over the shelf that has these tracks laid out on it, down into this den.
Is it dark in here, or is it like sunlight?
The sunlight is filtered enough so as to not affect you.
Good. Okay.
So,
I did it.
you did it.
I'm inside.
You're in.
As you look around this room, it's empty. You can see the ashes of a fire in this icy fireplace that has... it seems to be permafrost, so it won't melt as easy. And then all of a sudden, you hear toot 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 toot. If you look over on the shelf, it seems to be coming from this hole in this little cave in the shelf that these tracks are going into, and out on a train, like a small train with a little seated on the engine is this huge Yeti. And he's just seems to be riding this train, and he's wearing a little train conductor's cap, and he has this little mechanism in his huge ass paws, and he's just seems to be controlling this train. And this train, which is like only a few cars long, it's not very long, starts to ride around this chamber on this circular track around you, 15 feet up above you. And writhing in a sack on a few cars back, there is this...
Help! Get me out of here! I need to get out of here! Get me out of here! Free me, you big hairy Yeti!
How high up is it?
About 15 feet.
How far can I throw?
Throw probably 20, 60. We'll get to your action in a second. You hear the Yeti say,
It's okay, Santa. I got you. Hey, look, we have guests. What are you guys doing here?
We came to play with your train.
Oh, fun. Here, I have a gift for you.
and he reaches from behind him in the toy sack, and he lobs a gift towards you. And I need you all to roll initiative.
Wait, so
It's a wrapped box.
so he's just a Yeti?
He's just a Yeti.
White fur.
White fur,
Okay.
blue nose,
He's not purple.
not purple. The present, which lands in front of you, is dark, kind of purplish. It has like clouds on it, like angry rainstormy clouds with like lightning bolts jutting out below them. But it's nicely wrapped as a little square present. It starts vibrating. The present has landed in the middle of you all. I need you all to make a strength saving throw as the present erupts in a clap of thunder.
Okay.
How long has it been since I fed from that column?
It hasn't been even 5 minutes.
Okay, because I only get advantage for 1 minute after I...
Oh, I forget. You guys get a choice. For breaking all three of the flanks and the fronts in the battle, you get a choice. You get a +1 to your ACs, a +1 to your saving throws, or a +1 to your attack rolls.
Is that everyone, or
That's everyone.
or rather, is it one choice for everyone, or is it?
No, it's everyone collectively.
So like we have to vote on it?
You have to choose.
I would like the AC.
AC sounds good.
AC sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your saving throws?
So,
It's Dex or Strength, or just Dex?
No, we're gonna say Dex for now. Dex for this one.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 18.
5.
Oh God.
Also
Oh
5.
god.
Oh no.
7.
18.
20.
20. Okay. So Kari, Phō,
Hi.
you two are fine. You are able to evade this present as it erupts in a clap of thunder. The rest of you are flung 10 feet away. You take 3 thunder damage, and
Yikes.
you are knocked prone.
Is that Thunderwave?
It's a thunder present.
so 10 feet in which direction? Towards the Yeti?
Towards the outer rim of the room, you guys are kind of in the center of this room. It is I should describe it. It is a 40-foot by 40-foot circle, so like a 40-foot radius, diameter circle, 40-foot diameter circle. Okay. The bear rug is completely obliterated and flies off in one direction towards the outer rim of the circle. But yeah, you guys are flung now, I guess, closer towards the outer ring as the Yeti on this little train continues to ride around.
So the train goes on the outer ring?
Yeah, the train is on the outer ring.
Where is the Yeti now in relation to us?
When the Yeti threw the present, he was about midway, and now he's about to go back into the little cave of his, back into entering another little tunnel.
So it's a circle, right?
It's a circle.
So like on a clock, what time is he at?
If he came out at 11, he would now be at the 3 o'clock to go back in at 1. Cupcake, you're up first. You're prone, but you can stand up if you so choose.
Standing up only costs half your movement.
I'm just gonna throw my axe at the Yeti.
Cool. Roll to hit.
Nope.
You miss?
Yep.
Okay. The axe flies past the Yeti's face. It startles him a bit. His hat kind of flies off his head and lands back down, and it embeds itself in the ice wall. And he says,
Oh, you are not very nice to me. You're not nice visitors.
and
He says after he thunder packaged us.
Right?
That was a present. It's supposed to be fun surprise.
anything else you do, Cupcake?
No.
Dacian, what do you do?
Okay, I'm going to, as a bonus action, Slayer's Prey on him.
Okay.
And I'll get up to kneeling, and I'll take my gun, and I have a nice present for you. Shoot in
Fire.
the face.
What does Slayer's Prey do?
It's basically like Hunter's Mark as a character's...
Oh, nice. Very nice.
So you focus your ire on one foe, increasing harm you inflict on it. As a bonus action, you designate one creature you can see within 60 feet of you as the target of this feature. The first time each turn that you hit the target with a weapon attack, it takes an extra 1d6 damage.
Oh, shit. Very nice.
And it lasts until I finish a short rest, and ends early if I designate another creature.
Very cool. Roll to hit.
That's 17.
You hit.
Okay.
Your bullet plugs him in the shoulder.
That's 2, 6 plus 2, so 8.
Nice. Plug him for 8 damage. Very good hit.
And then I'll use, essentially use half my movement to get up, and he's coming around. He's going into the tunnel. Where's the tunnel come out?
The tunnel, you don't know where the tunnel... You could assume the tunnel comes back out of the same hole he came out of the first time. Like, you could assume it's just a little tunnel.
Where's that?
It's at the 11 o'clock position that I described to...
Okay, and where's the cave going in?
The cave going in is at the 1 o'clock.
The 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what I'll do is I'll get up, kind of shift aim to the 11 o'clock position and start backing up so that, like, I'm farther away from it.
Sure.
Like, I guess 15 feet.
Felix, what do you do?
Right, so he's at about 11, right? 1 is the start of the tunnel. Where are we?
You guys are all in the center. Just sort of, some of you have been knocked out around the, closer towards the rim. But you are kind of within 30 feet of him.
But I still have to use half my hand movement speed to get up.
Yeah.
I will get up. And how far am I from... He said 30 feet from him?
Yeah.
How far am I from 3 o'clock?
You are, I would say, about 30 feet from 3 o'clock, but he is also 15 feet up.
I'm just going to use the rest of my movement to head towards the where he's going to come out of the cave.
Okay.
It says I can use dash as a bonus action. How does that work?
Use dash as a bonus action and you just double your movement.
So instead of 15, I'd be 30?
Instead of 15, you would then get 30 for the rest of your movement.
So I'd be able to make it to, at least to the bottom before I climbed up, right?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm there.
Phō, what do you do? The Yeti's about to go back into this old cave. You have a clear shot on him if you want to fire at him. You could also, if you want to try and hide, there's a few things to do.
I don't want to hide. I mean, maybe. Could I do a sneak attack on him?
I don't think you have advantage on this for a sneak attack, but you can still attack him.
What you could do is you could try and hide this turn.
Yeah.
So that when he comes out next turn, you can do a ranged attack.
Yeah. You can do a ranged attack from hidden.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't know where you are when he comes out, then if you shoot him, you get your sneak attack.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'll do that.
There's the big high back chair. You can quickly duck behind it and just sort of remain hidden and ready to attack him when he comes back out of the cave. Kari, what do you do?
Is it one tunnel in, one tunnel out, or is it just the same one in and out?
It seems to be one tunnel in, one tunnel out.
Okay, I just, I used vicious mockery.
Okay. Yeah, on the Yeti, sure.
Yeah, let's see. No, I don't have anything good right now. I use that wisdom saving throw.
What's your spell save DC?
13.
He passes it.
Okay.
He says, "That's not very nice. I'ma sick my pets on you. My bunny rabbits will take care of you."
That at least sounds pleasant.
He goes into the tunnel on his little choo-choo train, and you can hear echoing from inside the tunnel. He says,
"George, Frankie, get 'em, my bunny rabbits."
and you hear this snarling and this ribbiting coming from the other tunnel, and out from this tunnel flies a wormling of a white dragon and a bluish-looking ice toad. Hip hops.
"Yeah, my bunny rabbits will get you."
So they come out and we just hear the voice from inside.
And then he comes back out of the tunnel on a choo-choo train holding another present. This one seems to be also dark cloud wrapping paper.
Not fun.
Okay.
Not fun. Not fun. This is going to be painful.
Yeah.
The white dragon wormling flies out. It is wearing on its head a pair of furry bunny ears.
How big is it?
It is a medium creature. It's a medium-sized creature, about as big as one of you. But it is now flying around up top. It looks down at one of you. So 1, 2, 3. Kari
Hi.
looks at you.
Hi.
Flies down.
And I die.
I need you to make a con saving throw.
I die.
Eh?
Guess I'll die then. 16.
Good. You only take 4 cold damage as its icy breath blasts your feathers.
Oh, good. That is only 40% of my entire life.
And then it flies. Yes. And then it flies back up and away from you.
Go!
Cupcake, what do you do?
The train track is 15 feet in the air.
15 feet on like a little icy shelf that you could sort of climb the sides if you had the ability to climb easily. If you had equipment, you can sort of get up there. You could do a high jump and grab the ledge and pull yourself up.
Can I do that?
You are close enough to. That's a way to get up there. You can do a high jump. So I'm going to need you to make an athletics check to do that. It is icy.
I have proficiency in athletics.
Yeah, it is an icy wall and an icy ledge, so it might be more difficult than you think, but we'll see.
A 10.
A 10 is not enough. You jump, you leap, but it's too slippery, and you just sort of slide back down. About 10 feet to your right is the ice toad. It is plopped down on the ice.
She just barely.
Can I make an attack?
Jumping and running up and doing all that kind of was your action.
I could take a bonus action to rage,
Yeah,
and
you
then
could
I
do-
would just have to hit something.
You would just have to attack something.
Or something would hit me.
Or so you just have to attack something or have something or take damage in any form.
Is it damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to just make an attack or take damage. Do you choose to rage?
No, not yet.
Okay. Dacian, what do you do?
Is he still holding the package?
He is still holding the package. It is in his hand.
So bonus action, I'm going to Hunter's Mark on him.
Mm-hmm.
And then, can I shoot the package in his hand?
As a called shot, I'm going to raise the AC of this.
Okay.
But
I'll
you
try
can
it. So,
to,
yeah, I'm just going to like flick the aim just a little bit over.
Sure.
I do not think so. 12.
No, 12. You miss, and your bullet sort of flies a little bit to the left. You do pluck him though, in the wrist. So roll me some damage on that.
All the damage?
Yeah. I mean, it's damage.
5, 9.
9. Okay. Is that all you do, Dacian?
Are we bunched up?
I would say no. You're at spread out positions around in this den.
Then I will hold where I am and reload.
Felix, you can see. Your ready to action popped off. I'm sorry. Would you like to shoot him, the Yeti? You can go ahead and do that. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Nice.
Well, here we
Yes!
Nice.
go. Well, damn. All right.
So you get to double your sneak attack damage
Yeah.
too.
You get to double up.
Is it a...
So it's 4d6?
Yes.
Yeah, it's 4d6 sneak attack and then 1d6 for the crossbow.
Well, she doubles that too, doesn't it?
Yeah. So it would be 6d6.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's almost a fireball right there.
Yeah.
20 plus
Yeah.
my dex, which would be 23.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, you fucking plunk him in the chest, and he feels it. He's not happy. He flings the little present towards you in your direction and lands, and it's vibrating.
Bonus action dash.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to run the fuck away.
All right, I'm gonna add that to your. I'm gonna let you do your dexterity saving throw at advantage here. So
Because it's not your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, true. That's true.
Well, it is their turn, but he used a reaction. But you can go ahead. Do your roll your dexterity saving throw with
that's cool.
advantage.
Okay, that makes sense. That's
So I can roll it twice, right?
Yeah, roll it twice.
Yeah. Let's see, not this one. This one seemed to be pretty good.
Ooh.
So 15 plus 2. Oh, it's 17.
Nice. You're able to leap far enough away as this thundercloud erupts, and this wave of force ripples the snow that's along this icy den floor.
You're just like run, jump, explosion.
Double flip Hindenburg. And the Yeti pulls out from behind his sack another present.
Was anyone else in range?
No, it was just her.
Okay.
And this one is bright red. So
while all that's going on, I'm essentially underneath him. Does he notice me?
He has no time to notice you. So you are 15 feet below him, yeah.
Yeah, so I can,
And it's your turn now,
Yeah.
and he is, at you.
I want to, run up, claw up, because I have,
Climbing
really
speed.
good stuff. Yes, jump up, from behind, whip out my rapier and my dagger,
Mm-hmm.
and then just, jab at him.
Sure, make an attack roll. Make one attack roll for either the rapier or the dagger. You're going to have to make two of them. You can make them both at the same time, but just declare which die is what.
Right, so this is rapier. Nope.
Oof.
And this is dagger.
What's the attack on the dagger? You got 13 on the dagger attack?
Okay,
Okay, you hit with the dagger attack.
Cool.
You can, so he can use a sneak attack on that, right?
Rakish Audacity, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you can
So
use
is
your
that 8 plus 5 plus 4 is 17? Because it's plus dex for the dagger, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, 17.
Nice. 17 damage. Holy shit.
Rogues are doing some fucking work.
Yeah, he is clawing at his back, trying to reach you. In fact, he sort of drops the present in the car behind you.
I have a bonus action to, like, get out of there.
Where exactly is...
Yeah, where's
Big Red?
He's 2 cars behind that.
Oh, God.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Don't fail.
Yeah, don't fail this.
Alright, so that's 11. My dex is plus 4.
And your proficiency?
Oh, so 6, so 17.
Okay, you leap off of this choo-choo train, this toy choo-choo train. He's waffling. The Yeti falls over, which tilts the entire the train engine down.
And we're in Gehenna.
And the train engine starts sliding, and all the cars buckle, and you can see the big package just rolling down this icy hill. And the Yeti rolls to a stop on the tracks, and he looks up. And he looks at the train, and there's like smoke and fire on the very tiny toy train engine, and there's this vibrating red package in there, and you're just sliding down this ice wall. He looks up, he's like, "Oh no!" And he tries to get up and run away down the tracks, and all of a sudden, this package just huge explosion. And
Big Red is Big Dead.
You can see him leap and roll down the tracks with a bag in his hand. Yeah, the train's fucking done. There's an explosion. That segment of tracks is done. But he's now on the ground with a little sack in his hand. It seems to be just about the size of like a haversack or whatnot. Mm-hmm. But he's now down on the ground. His fur is singed a little bit.
That sack is not the same as the writhing sack, yes?
And it's not the same as the writhing sack. The writhing sack is separate. But the Yeti is...
The writhing sack is probably blown to smithereens.
Yes. But the Yeti is standing right there, about 10 feet from you. He's big. He's a large creature. He's about stands 10 feet tall.
Is he prone though, or?
Yeah, he would be prone at this point right now, yeah.
Take after that.
That is your turn, Felix?
Yeah, because I already used like my bonus action and like all that BS.
That was a damn good turn. I mean, besides, Santa dying.
Santa's not dead. The sack is still writhing.
Is it on fire?
Yeah. Yeah, the sack's on fire.
To escape.
Phō, what do? You can see a dragon circling in the sky, a toad about 10 feet away from Cupcake, a writhing sack that's on fire, a Yeti that's prone on the ground.
I go to the writhing sack. I cut open the writhing sack.
You see the size of the hole you make. You see a large bearded face with a reddish button nose and big, large white beard pop out. I was like, "Oh! Thank you so much for rescuing me. I really appreciate this. You are a fish person. Was not expecting this."
Excuse me.
Is he...
I deserve some fucking respect.
You're going on naughty list for cursing.
Is this Santa Claus?
Santa Claus. Santa Claus.
Klaus?
Santa Claus.
Saint Nikolai.
Saint Nikolai. Yes, Saint Nikolai.
You find your center.
Find your center. So you can continue to rip open
yeah,
the
I'll
sack.
continue. Yeah.
Careful, this is handmade by my lovely wife.
I just give him a really
Vicious
sarcastic look. Sarcastic look is just like, it looks like shit.
Just continue to rip it open. He seems very sad.
Make a point of really tugging that.
No, my favorite sack.
Oh, the sack is
It's
handmade?
a very sad sack.
The sack is the handmade thing?
I tell him to quit struggling. I'm going to free him eventually.
Kari, what do you do?
How's the guy looking?
Yeti is looking pretty roughed up.
I cast Phantasmal Force on the Yeti.
Okay, he has to make a saving throw. What's the save DC?
It is 13.
He fails it.
I make him perceive that the sack is on fire.
The sack he's holding. Okay, there you go.
If he continues to hold on to it, he would take damage.
Okay. The ice toad.
Oh, I also fly into the air.
Okay, you also fly into the air.
Yeah.
The ice toad hops over to you, Cupcake.
Hello.
It makes a giant leap and it tries to bite at you. It shoots out its long, icy, cold blue tongue. It misses.
It's gonna get stuck on my fur.
Yes, it misses. So
Okay.
it misses you. You're fine there.
Great.
The Yeti goes. The Yeti drops the bag and stomps on it. Stomps on it real hard and mashes all the boxes inside of it. Felix, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Please make it.
Please, dear
Within
God,
10 feet of
I
this
need
thing.
you to make 3 dexterity
Oh.
saving
Holy
throws.
crap, 3. Alright. Well, there's the 13 again, right? Was that? Yeah, because 4 and 2, right?
Okay. Okay.
Don't make that one.
Nope.
That is a...
All right.
That one. So it was a roll of 7, 1, and 17, which makes it 13, 7, and 23, respectively.
Okay. First, there is an explosion of blizzard-like cold snow from the bag. Knocks you a little bit. You take 6 cold damage from that. Then there's a thunderous boom, which knocks you back even further. You take 1 thunder damage from that. Then comes an eruption of flame, which you are able to. You're just knocked far enough away from the explosion on that second one that you're fine. The Yeti, however, is immune, it seems, to the cold damage. It doesn't affect him. He's like, hey, who turned on the AC in here? But then there's the explosion of thunder, which knocks him a little bit back. He is a large creature. And then there's just a flower. He's engulfed in flame. He seems to be all on fire everywhere. Fur on fire.
Nice.
Just no matter what. He's not having a good time. And now he's running around, arms flailing, fur totally on fire.
I'm literally like, I'm tracking with the gun, just like, what the fuck?
So now Yeti's just running around.
You just
It's a
saw him.
holly jolly Christmas.
You saw him like you saw him look at his bag. Nothing's wrong with it. Drop the bag. Stop the bag.
Let it on fire.
On actual fire this time.
I hope that's all of the presents in there.
Right?
The bag seems flat. The wormling travels around, dives straight towards you in the
I
air.
was prepared for this to happen.
Yeah. It tries to bite one of your wings.
It will.
What's your AC?
14.
Yes, it will.
Wait, +1.
So 15?
Yes.
Its jaws snap at you as it passes in midair.
That AC! That AC!
You're
That
just like-
one AC!
Couple birds. You flip him 3 birds.
Because he was
But that's to you. That's for the AC you gave us. You saved us.
Kari does a flip as she flips the birds.
Yes. Cupcake, what do you do? The ice toad. Oh, by the way, you feel a frosty aura emanating from the ice toad.
Sense of danger?
Well, there's nothing you can really there's nothing to really dodge. Just
Yeah,
it's
it's not-
really cold
It's not a
around.
dex save.
That is the mark of a demon. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you take 5 cold damage.
Excuse me!
Yeah, it's super cold. It's,
That's okay, you can keep raging though.
yeah, it's freezing.
I'm not raging yet.
Yeah, it's freezing the air around you, as it were. The ice toad's skin seems to be emanating this like cold ass aura.
I'm gonna knock this mofo out.
All right, knock him out.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my maul
Okay,
to attack him. That is going to be a 17.
17 will hit. When you smack the toad with your maul, toads generally have like a thin film of slime, right?
It's not slime, it's mucus.
Mucus, thank you. A thin film of mucus. Well, when you smack, it's as if you the mucus was a little like semi-frozen. You like see cracks all along its body as you just shatter the mucus, but you hit it and you fucking hit it hard. So roll me damage.
That's a 12.
All right.
Is that including your strength?
To the hole, okay, so that's a 16.
All right. Holy shit! Yeah, you seem to flatten the toad a little bit, and it's on, and it tries to like stand itself back up. So awesome.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage.
Okay, there we go. Dacian, what do you do?
Can I get to the Yeti?
You can get to the Yeti. Yeah.
So I'll drop the gun, pull out like a scimitar and a hand axe. So I'll pull those out, and I'll go to town on the Yeti. So the first one's a 19, second one's a 17.
Yeah, they both hit.
For the scimitar, that's a 15 plus 3, so 18.
Okay.
And for the hand axe, so 14.
How do you choose to kill the Yeti? Are you gonna eat the Yeti?
Eat the
I'm gonna
Yeti!
eat the Yeti.
Eat the Yeti!
I'm gonna eat the Yeti. Okay, so
Eat the Yeti. Eat the Yeti.
okay, so basically like
Only in Dungeons and Dragons.
slash down with the scimitar and just like leave it in him. Do the same thing with the axe. And then, like, as he's teetering, just, like, grab him and bury my face in his neck and rip his throat out and just, like, gorge on his blood.
You beheading
While he's on fire.
Ah, barbecue.
It's okay if I take damage because I'll
It's got a nice smoky.
And I will I will savor it as I'm doing this and you know give everyone exactly that, like the smokiness of it, the chilled texture that gives way to the bubbling warmth.
Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas looks at you and is just like, holy fucking shit.
Santa.
Would you like some? It's amazing.
Santa.
Oh my god.
What was that about your naughty list?
Where am I? I'm in wrong place today. Who are you all people?
I am the cunning fucking sea.
Yes! Yes!
Xbox wanted to appreciate that.
Well,
Okay. So
wow. You guys are saving Christmas in all the ways it's never been saved before. Jesus.
Sure.
So, Felix, what do you do? The Yeti's dead. There's an ice toad and a white dragon wormling flying around in the sky.
How far is the toad from
Sky.
In this, near the ceiling. The toad is, I'd say, about 20 feet behind you.
And how about the dragon bunny?
It's like 20 feet in the air, circling around around Kari.
At this point, like, I'm below the tracks, right? So, like, getting up to there would be, like, 15 feet, right?
Yeah.
And then from there, would I be able to jump and get the dragon?
That sounds really cool.
20 feet.
You can jump. Well, it will be 5 feet, right?
Oh,
yeah.
I can also do my feline agility, and like if that'll help.
Yeah. With your feline agility, that will on a pass you could leap and you can reach the white dragon wormling.
And that would be acrobatics, right?
Yeah, it would be.
Let's go for it. Probably not, because that's a 9 in total.
No. But you won't be able to grapple it, but you could reach out and like attack it.
With the rapier?
Cool. So you want to go and stab it? So go ahead, stabby.
Does this count as
I don't think it counts as a sneak attack. I think you'd be able to see me coming.
No, you get rakish audacity.
Rapish audacity.
Yeah, rakish audacity.
Well, I don't think I passed because I got
It does.
It's my plus
It
proficiency,
does.
right?
You had proficiency and dex bonus.
Yes, so 11 total.
It's not gonna hit. Not gonna hit. It just wishes through the air. The dragon's like,
And just go
and you see
flying.
like snow flying out the side of its mouth as it goes flying.
Where do I land?
You land cat-like on all fours, just on the ground, just in front of you, probably near like the ripped open sack that Saint Nicholas climbed out of.
I use a bonus action to hide in there.
You're now cat in the sack. Congratulations.
Look around. Nobody's looking.
He's definitely got the cat in the bag.
Yes, you got the cat in the back.
The tail is just like sticking out for a second, then like flips back in.
My God.
Done.
Phō, what do you do?
I think I'm gonna try and shoot that thing down.
Shoot the dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shoot. Go ahead. Roll to hit.
No, that's good.
14 plus. So 17.
You hit it.
Yes.
It is
2.
2 damage plus your dex.
5.
So 5. Is that all you do, Phō?
Nice little rant to Saint Nicholas on who I am.
6 seconds of it.
6 seconds of it. You just 6 seconds, and you're just stare him in the face as you idly just pull pull back your bow and launch it at the dragon. You're
Pretty much.
nice.
It's like, see all the things we do for you. Peasant.
Kari, it is your turn.
Okay, so some people are hidden now, but from what she remembers over the course of the battle, Felix was the one who took the most damage.
I
Question mark?
believe.
I've taken
mark.
10 damage so
Take
far.
10 damage.
So that's more than anybody here so far?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't lost most of my health.
Do I need to see him for healing word?
I mean, why are you
I
focusing
think you
on
have
me?
to
Aren't
see
you down 6 health?
I'm down 4. I'm down 2
That's
6.
almost half.
I'm down 2 6.
That's almost half of your health. Shouldn't you use that
Yeah,
argument?
you maybe, yeah.
Yeah, but real talk, I'm always 1 shot away from death.
I mean,
4 points of health don't do it. Real talk.
and 20
but I-
points away from insta-dead.
But, yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
But I do need to see him, right?
You can see his tail flicking out.
Okay, yeah.
Heal the tail.
I cast Healing Word on Felix.
Lay on tail.
So, 2 plus 3 is 5. You get 5.
So I get 5 health. I'm in a nice, warm, cozy sack. I'm just in there
That's your action next turn.
And so
Enjoy.
for my action,
Yes.
I try to Vicious Mockery the worm.
Okay, the worm.
So the funny thing about Vicious Mockery is that the target needs to hear you, but does not need to understand you, which is rad.
Yes. Yes.
So I just look at it and go, how am I supposed to believe you've ever caught anything to eat with those teeth?
It rolled a 19.
Oh.
He's looking at you like, caw, bitch.
Sticks and stones, bitch.
So the ice
What
toad.
am I gonna do?
So the ice toad
Is underneath of my mallet.
is underneath of your mallet. It squishes itself out from underneath the mallet and tries to leap and bite at you again. Ooh, I don't think that's going to hit you. No, it is not. It rolled a measly fucking 10. So that's not going to hit you. It is still next to you, though, so remember that. The Yeti's dead. The white dragon wormling turns around, flies back towards Kari.
Yep.
It tries to just dive straight at you. It flicks its wings back like a peregrine falcon and just mouth wide open. Will a 23 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
And you didn't healing word yourself.
I mean,
Wait, so if you get hit, is it double your max HP or double the current HP you have?
If you, to instantly die, you have to be hit for your maximum, the amount of damage left over once you drop 0 must be your maximum hit points. So he has to total get hit for
16.
20.
Oh, okay, I might have left.
well,
The leftover damage, when it exceeds, must meet your maximum hit points.
Yeah, so he's
right
at 6
now,
it'll be
yeah,
16.
16.
yeah. Bye, guys.
You get hit for...
Bye, guys.
That doesn't look like such a bad roll.
You get hit for 4 piercing damage
Okay.
and 4 cold damage.
I'm down.
Okay, so you drop out of the air
20 feet.
20 feet.
Yep.
You take...
Near enough for anyone to catch.
Yeah.
Shit, one time I was in
he's sort of
Featherfall.
flying in the middle.
Damn.
And
That's okay. You take 5 bludgeoning damage.
But I'm already down, so
You're
that's
already
2
down.
fails.
That's only 1 fail.
Okay.
Doesn't count as 2. So that's why Dragon Warbling Cupcake. What do you do? You will also take, at the start of your turn, 4 more cold damage from the frostiness of the toad that is standing next to you.
Oh, okay. I'm raging.
Okay, you choose to rage?
Well, no, I raged last turn.
Yeah, so you're raging.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm gonna make a melee attack.
Cool.
Yeah, sure.
So I can frenzy if I want
You
to.
can frenzy if you want to.
Why not?
Okay, yeah, so you're frenzy.
Let's do it.
I do it.
Okay. Okay, so that's a non-natural 20.
Okay, yeah, you hit the ice toad.
Okay. 9.
Okay, you do 9 more damage to the ice toad. What would you like to do? Now you have the option to use your bonus action to attack it again.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Like,
Here's a thump.
25.
Okay.
This toad is like regretting its life right now.
That's another 9. I literally rolled the same shit.
You squish the toad.
Yay.
It does
How do you
not.
do it?
It does not unsquish itself. How do you permanently squish the toad?
So I have my mallet, right?
Mhm.
And I like literally swing it above my head like 3 times. I'm like,
Toad follows
ah! And then just straight up like South Park when he
Yes.
smashes the guy's head.
Yes.
He smashes the toad's head.
Got it. Toad is now road.
And then
it is
I-
toad kill.
So, okay, so can I run anywhere? Or-
Yes, you can run anywhere. I mean, the dragon is in the wormling is in the air, but you can run if you so choose.
Because I think I was closer to the wall, wasn't
Yes,
I?
you were closer
I'm
to
gonna
the
run
wall.
into the middle of the room.
Okay, you run into the middle of the room.
Actually, I'm gonna run next to him.
I'm in
Okay.
the middle of the room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like run next to you.
Okay. You, unbeknownst to you, there is now a frothing at the mouth bugbear lady standing next to you.
I see the light.
You see? Fair enough.
Well, you know, I mean, just got to attack someone to keep the rage going.
Very true.
Jesus.
Very true. Oh god. Dacian, what do you do? The toad's dead. The yeti's dead. There seems to be a white dragon wormling.
How far away is Kari? How far away is Kari?
Kari is
At
probably,
most 20 feet away.
at most.
Okay.
I would say it's about 15.
Okay, so I'll run over to Kari and cure wounds.
Okay, there you go.
Whoa, how much is it?
What is it again? It's
D8 plus spellcasting. Or no, yes.
Yeah.
You get back 8.
80% of your health.
Yep, 80% of my... See? Like...
Now, if only you make it to 100, and it'll be great.
So I do like the Saints Row, like pick you up by the wing.
Yeah, I'm essentially... I'm essentially like pick up your ally mode.
No lying down, my friend. It's a dragon to kill. Now get up there.
It hasn't even been 5 minutes.
So time. Chop, chop.
All right, Felix, what do you do?
So what's in range of me in my sack?
Nothing is in range of you in your sack.
Wait. What's the throwing range on daggers?
The throwing range on daggers is 20 over...
20 over 60, I believe.
yeah.
I also have I do have a short bow as well.
And you do. Yeah. You can
the little like cat face comes out of the bag, goes back in, then comes back out, and there's the bow.
No. The little cat face comes out, goes back in, pause. All you see is just an arrow fly.
No. You see
Like propped it up with my tail, like laying down and weight on my tail,
No.
propped it up
You
so that
see-
way the
you see,
hole's
like-
just there.
You see like one of the hind legs pop above, and then you see like the tail with an arrow.
Yes.
We're all just like, how the fuck?
Roll to attack. Roll to attack.
Oh shit, no good.
Oh, that is it's 18 plus like
Plus a
4
bunch of
plus
shit.
5 for hints, 24.
Yeah,
Is that surprise?
you attack from a hidden spot.
So that's advantage.
Yeah, it is.
So roll advantage just to make sure.
It's not a 20
Okay.
on this fucking ridiculous ass shot. That's cocked. It's cocked.
It's cocked.
Roll it again.
You guys are going nuts. No.
Okay,
Close, but no.
but you had advantage, so you roll sneak attack.
Alright, so that would be what's a short bow? Because I think it's a short bow.
1d6.
Yeah.
D6.
3d6 plus dex, so 1d6, 2d6.
Oh fuck! And I totally forgot.
This one's dead.
For my bonus action, can I switch my?
Wow.
Oh
So
shit.
I just rolled 3 5s, which 5 is my favorite number, plus 4 is my dex.
Mm-hmm.
So 19.
19.
Well,
Holy fuck.
all right. You pluck that thing in the chest. It's still up, though. Actually. Yeah, it's still... It recovers itself in mid-flight.
Wow.
I forgot to for my bonus action. Can I switch Hunter's Mark onto the?
Yeah.
So does it know where that shot came from?
It now knows where you are. Yeah.
That's how attacking
So,
hidden works.
you know what?
Bonus action.
Yeah, I'm thinking that if I want to like save up so I can use feline agility again, or if I should just like use the bonus action to dash somewhere.
I mean, yeah.
I
just-
technically haven't used my movement either, right? But
You
movement would
can-
count as an action, right?
No,
No.
movement is movement.
Its own thing. So you can move and bonus action dash.
Mhm.
Now,
Or you can move
It's
somewhere else and hide. height?
Like into the tunnel.
Okay, that's perfect. So I will use my movement now. So let's see. What's close to me?
Run, scuttle.
Yeah,
There's above, up the little ice wall. There's the tunnel. There's the chair, which is like 20 feet away.
All right, so yeah, I'll do that. I'll jump out of the bag, up into the tunnel and hide.
So the cat's out of the bag now.
Cat's out of the bag.
Okay, got it. Jump to the tunnel and hide. You're hidden.
And Black Panther in a tunnel.
Phō, what do you do?
It's still alive, right?
The dragon wormling is still alive. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can. I can't really provoke it, can I? Can I try and persuade it to come down?
It seems to be rather intent on killing, or trying to kill.
Jedi mind trick. You will not.
No.
How about no?
How about we come down here and talk?
I mean, it might come down there.
Okay.
Will it talk though?
Yeah.
Sue for parlay.
Sue for parlay. Do you wish to sue for parlay?
Yeah.
And persuade it to come down?
Yeah.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Okay, let's hope, right?
I will say it
17
will definitely
plus
come down.
3 plus 2. We got a 20.
Holy shit.
22.
Okay. You've persuaded the hostile creature to continue to come down towards you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have got its attention, all right.
Yeah.
Kari, what do you do now that you don't have to make a death saving throw?
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
What I'm here for.
Oh, fucking no. Vicious mockery yet again.
Okay. It fails. How much damage does it take?
I don't think it gets the spell attack modifier, right?
No, it's just a standard roll.
It's a D4 that's cocked.
How the fuck does it do?
It got stuck.
There are a bunch of
I love that you immediately call bullshit on it. You're like, what?
there are a bunch of pencils in here.
I mean, if you want to claim that a D4 can never get cocked, it landed with the 1 and the 4 side up.
That's what I thought. I was just like, how the fuck?
Amazing.
It takes 1 damage and has disadvantage on its next attack.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hey, off space, you want to try again?
You've distracted it from Phō.
Oh goddamn.
Wondrous.
Flies down, flying in the direction of you, Kari, you, Dacian, and you, Cupcake. And I need all 3 of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not you.
I'm
Not
lucky
you,
son
Felix.
of a bitch right now.
All you 3 to make a con saving throw.
It had to be con.
I'm really one lucky son of a bitch. I'm not.
11.
Thank God. Guidance. Lady of Pain, sort of.
10.
Lady of Pain.
No, don't ever thank the Lady of Pain.
No.
She will hurt you.
She will hurt you.
Yeah.
She will hurt
That's like rule number 1. You don't worship the Lady of Pain.
Oh no, I'm not worshiping her. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Thanks, lady.
Nope, that's too close. Don't do it. Don't do it. She does not want to be woken. She will swat the alarm of your fate.
This is a younger wormling. So
Younger than him, isn't he 5?
those of you who failed, which is Dacian and Cupcake, you take 4 more cold damage. Kari, you take 2.
Back down to 6.
Yeah, it flies by, and all of a sudden your hair is swept back, and there's like some ice on you now, and it's a little frosted on your feathers as well, and on your fur, all in your fur. It's just frost all in your fur, and it swoops back up.
Sure.
Actually, I just realized when it swoops into Cupcake, Cupcake has a 10-foot reach.
Yep.
Yes.
And it's moving out of range of its own volition.
Grapple.
Can you
I mean, I
Bring
can
it
make a
down.
surprise attack.
You
no,
can make an
you
attack
can't.
of opportunity.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't actually
You
grapple.
can't grapple it, but you can make an attack of opportunity with
Okay,
your
can I
maul.
do that?
Imagine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just like you're not going anywhere.
Right?
24.
Holy shit.
Well, you hit it.
You're just like,
Ain't bad about.
So, roll damage. Roll 2.
I'm just imagining
and
just like
rage. Just like a
you finally get the fly.
swat the fly. So,
My mall's name is Sprinkle. Sprinkles.
oh, it's with the maul.
Cupcake and sprinkles. I get it.
5. 11.
11
Bludgeoning damage.
bludgeoning damage. How do you fucking kill the white dragon wormling? It's flying away from you, so it's like swooping up.
So, wait, what is it doing?
It's kind of swooping up out of the range.
Okay,
to
so
get out of
with my long ass arms, I take the maul and I smack it, and it hits the wall, and I run over to it, and I'm just until I'm done raging.
And we're all just like, oh.
I literally keep hitting it until I'm done
So
raging.
it's like 12 seconds.
Yes. So St. Nicholas is covering his eyes and is like,
I pull his hands down.
No!
We watch this, you watch this.
no, I really don't want to watch this. Please get me the jingle bells out of here.
So when I'm done raging, I take exhaustion, right?
Yes.
So I slump down onto the ground and I take out the snowball and the music box, and I turn the music box and then it just starts playing music.
I start playing with the music box.
You harmonize, and I'm just like.
All of you are very weird people. I have job I need to do, so let's please leave here. How get out of here?
Pull the axe out of the Yeti.
Oh,
Pull the sword out.
oh.
I walk over to the wormling corpse, and while playing, I spit on it.
My God.
Pick up my gun. Is there any loot? I'm looking around, like
On the
looking under the
Yeti.
chair.
You can see in a corner, not on fire, is a little Christmas tree with presents underneath.
I start yawning in the tunnel, so like my panther yawn becomes like amplified, and it's
Your gun comes out.
Felix!
You're not going anywhere, fat man. You wait.
Am I being held hostage?
No, this is a rescue.
We just, I slept through the part of the briefing about coming home.
I
giant
don't
wolf.
think
Do
anyone
not
giant
asked.
wolf.
Did they tell us how we're gonna get home?
The giant wolf.
You all have, as agents of the Sentinels of the Prime, the little clicky boxes.
I forgot mine.
I have the clicky box.
You have the clicky box. The clicky box actually works like a gate cube. It has 6 sides on it, and you press one button and that will take you and anyone within like 15 or 10 feet of you, back to a predetermined point of origin. Which would
Alright,
be-
gather round, peasants.
So wait, do you want to check the presents?
It's like a tesseract.
Look, I can tell
I'm
you-
already going over.
He started the war. I was going to give him charcoal as like naughty thing. There's nothing in there.
There's nothing in there, you say.
There's nothing.
Check the boxes.
I check the box.
There's charcoal in the boxes.
I light it on fire.
The tree goes up in flames and explodes because it's a fucking tree.
I mean, I'm not exactly sure how I lit it on fire.
But you do walk away from it slowly.
Big Red pulls out his lips.
Playing music.
Wow.
Still playing music.
You play the viola while Christmas burns. While the Christmas tree burns, yes.
Alright, gather round, peasants. Let's go back home. Up to Sigil.
You press the little button.
Yes.
Alright. All of a
Sorry.
sudden, all of you are just zooped into this little pocket, and you guys are flying through this little tunnel. The walls and everything around you can't really see each other. Everything's blurry, and all of a sudden you're kind of gently spat out of this. It looks like you're coming to the surface of water, and you're just gently spat out of up out of the water, but you're sideways. Like it's a sideways surface of water. So you're just kind of standing on this platform, all of you, all 6 of you, with Saint Nicholas right beside you, and you kind of he stumbles down these steps, and you all stumble down these steps a little bit.
We have saints.
Yeah, St. Cuthbert of the Mace.
Yes. And you all turn around, and you have exited out of this portal, which is shutting down, which has little lights at certain points around this little ring, and it just sort of shuts down, and this watery surface just sort of dissipates in everything, and the ring sort of rotates in multiple directions and just shuts off.
Why do I feel like Kurt Russell's going to come out of it?
There you go. And standing in a booth behind some glass is Captain Ramsey D. Kane, and he's kind of cheering and he's clapping his hands, but you can't hear him because it's behind soundproof glass. So he's like, well, "What the fuck?"
Was he clapping as soon as we emerged from the thing, or like?
He was already
He was clapping. Yes, he claps when he sees you. You can see he's standing next to Eugene the Minotaur, who rolls his eyes and hands him a bag of gold. And Captain Ramsey D. Kane takes the gold.
Eugene, I saw that. We will be having a discussion later.
So, on the platform, St. Nicholas thanks you, and he reaches into his bag of presents.
I leap back, reach into my pack, and pull out a thunderstone.
He hands you each, because I think I know how. Yeah. I know how I want this to go down the next time we use these characters.
What?
Yes, we're gonna make
The
it
what?
super secret agents. Yeah, he hands you all a candy cane, and he touches it lightly on his nose, and you see there's a sparkle that goes into the candy cane and like wraps around it. And he hands each of you a candy cane as he does this.
The fuck is this?
I roll insight on him.
Can I smell this this low cost candy?
Sure.
What's this?
I mean, it doesn't seem low cost. It seems priceless. One would almost say rare.
I stick it right in my mouth.
Okay.
There we go.
17.
He seems jolly and full of goodwill. What the fuck did you
Love how they
expect?
answer. It's Santa.
Wow.
It's Russian Santa. Are you Russian? Where?
Yeah.
Yeah, Russian.
You know what?
It's
Fuck
Saint
it. I
Nicholas.
cast detect thoughts.
You're Alec Baldwin Santa.
6 seconds later, I use an action to dig deeper into his thoughts.
He seems to intend to thank you and congratulate you and gift you with something very good.
There's just all it is like kind of a low hum, and underneath it, the growing sound of oh 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 oh,
Right?
reverberating in your brain.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a will save.
What? All right. So you've already eaten the candy.
I stuck the hooky part in my
Yeah.
mouth.
Okay. What do the rest of you do?
Smell it?
It smells really delicious. Pepperminty.
Is there plastic wrap on it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But you've eaten
I don't
that
care.
already.
Yeah, I've done that. I've definitely done that. I've definitely done
I
that.
peel it off and I'm just like,
Okay. Yeah. Like a cat. Phō, what do you do?
I wait until everybody else has tasted it.
Okay. Nothing bad seems to happen to them.
Okay, then I just lightly lick the tip.
Okay.
This is a Christmas special.
I love how Pierre just goes straight for like the stop it. You're being disgusting.
Being rather full, I'll simply, put mine away in the coat pocket.
Do you intend to eat it later at some point?
Probably.
Okay. Well,
What is this?
It is a special boon. One could say a rare candy.
Oh my god.
It's alright.
So, you eat this.
Yes. It will make you very powerful. This is one-time Christmas gift. Don't waste it, please. I don't do this for everyone.
I put it in the wreath and...
okay. All right.
There's still plastic on it.
Yes. You bite through and are able to taste it. You take the plastic off first. You have to remove certain packaging. This is for FDA approval when I deliver it.
The Faerun Drug Administration.
Yeah.
It's messy now, but
Yeah.
I eat it.
Okay. All of you, Dacian included,
Yeah, I'll eat it.
whenever you eventually eat it, will feel the boon empower you over the time as St. Nicholas. They construct for him a way to get home so he can complete his job of fulfilling the holiday of the world where he comes from. He tells you it's called Earth.
It's a very shitty place.
Over time, over the holiday passing, you feel yourselves grow more powerful. Certain knowledge comes into your head, and I want this to happen because I want to give you guys a cool experience with these characters next time we play. You all gain 9 levels.
I knew you were gonna do a Pokemon thing with the rare candy. I knew it.
Christmas miracle.
9.
Fuck yeah!
So, we're Pokemon?
You're level 12.
Yes!
12 Pokemon? Okay.
Weird.
Now, Pokemon go to level 100.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
But if 100 is level 20,
You have to have 5 classes, yeah.
Well, if you're gonna do it like that, then 9 levels is actually 45.
Well, yeah. but still.
Wow, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did that so that we could do a higher level game at some point in the future with these characters if you also wanted to.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I mean, it's convenient because Aarakocra don't live that long.
I am super stoked because I don't know what I'm going to do with myself when I'm looking at all these different things that are going to come.
I'm gonna have so much strength.
Alright, guys, well, that's the end of our holiday special. I know it was a short one. What's up?
Before Santa leaves, I want to give him my snow globe as a present.
Is that yours to give?
It is now.
He takes it, and instantly before you, from the bottom of the snow globe, a box sort of wraps around it, and then paper wraps around it, and a little bow goes on top. And he says, "Thank you. I will give this to someone very special." And so,
Pam.
you see this? Yes, Buck.
After she does her thing, I'll be like, I'm just gonna make a slight comment to the side, be like, she gives her snow globe. My presence is a present. Kiss my ass.
Brilliant.
I'm already walking over to Eugene to discuss dinner plans.
And that's it. Now I guess everyone say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Happy holidays, guys.
Happy holidays.
Merry
Happy New Year.
Stay warm. Don't
Happy Halloween.
avoid getting sick.
All right. Good night, everyone. Goodbye.
And to all a good night. Peace out, Cub Scout.